Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Angie and this is Elevation DIY, where we help you elevate your home to the next level. Today I'm going to show you how to take just that small space at your front door and make it into an entryway. Some homes don't come with a grand entryway, and mine just happens to be just like that. But I found a cabinet that I'm going to utilize to house our shoes and keep our keys and just help us to have a final check with a mirror on it at the front door before we leave. And I'm going to take you along with us for this ride, so stay tuned. For today's project, what you're going to need is a ruler or a tape measure. If you have a ruler, you're fine. You can get by without getting a tape measure. I'm going to be pre-drilling the holes for my handles, so you're going to need some tools for that as well to go inside your screwdriver. And I got my handles, I got them at Lowe's, and I'll go ahead and put the link and the description down for the handles that I got. And no, this video is not sponsored by Lowe's. I just picked them up and I got them in a gold because I wanted to accent the cabinet with the gold handles. The cabinet itself is espresso, and I think that's going to be very pretty on there. You're going to need some paper and markers so you can do like a draft of where your holes are going to be. I'll show you. And then I also have these shelf pins because the cabinet itself has shelves, and because I got it at a discount, the pins were missing, so I picked up some pins, and you can get these at Lowe's as well, and I'll put the link below for that. And I got some legs. These are metal legs. I picked these up on Amazon, and I'll put the link down for that. And these legs are going to go on the cabinet to give it a little elevation. And you're going to need your drill. Make sure you have your drill so you can get the screws in for your legs. Okay, all right, so let's get going. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be putting our legs on the cabinet. And I'm going to go in front of this here because it's part of the structure for the cabinet. So I'm going to take the legs and they're going to go, I'm going to bump it up against that. I'm going to use that as my template and bump it up there against there for my guide for that. And then I'm going to measure to make sure that my spacing is the same at the top as it is with the bottom, and it's the same on the other side. And I'm going to do like a pre-drill in order to get my holes started, so I'll know that that's there, and I'll go ahead and pre-drill the rest of them. Now if you want, you can actually use a template for that, for this part of it, just to get it started. So, then I'm going to pre-drill these holes. So we're going to open up the pack of nails that you get with it. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take 5 out. And they come with these little feet. Now this is kind of neat. So you know how I am about my floor. So to keep it from the metal legs from scratching the floor, they have like these little cups that they sit in, and keeps them sturdy as well on your floor. So we have of our 5 screws, and we're gonna go ahead and get them on. Make this easier if you can. It would be easier to prop your cabinet up on, mine is on a table, but if you want to prop it up a little higher on something to give you a ledge, I may slide this back some so that I'm drilling a little more easier, and I think I'll do that. Okay, I've slid it off a little bit, and I'm going to change and put my drill bit in order to drill the nails in. I'm going to put that in my drill here. And then I'm gonna measure that off to make sure that I have up here correctly. So I'm gonna get my ruler. Be right back. So measuring from this point to this point is, I'll say from the inside to there, it's about an inch. About a little above an inch. So I'll go here. And it's about right there. So that would bring my other leg here.
Why does this leg look wrong? Well, that leg is going on.
Look crazy. Why is it going? Did I put that on the wrong way? Is that supposed to go that way? No, the foot is inside. It has to be where. That looks weird. Looks weird. Let's see here. Let's see here. This goes out. That is wrong. So we're going to take this out. Ah. Okay, YouTube, we made a mistake. This goes this way. Yes, it does. Okay. The feet goes out this way. So we're going to pre-drill this hole here, that hole there, and this hole here. Be right back. And I'm going right in front of this because this is already in there for the structure of the cabinet, and I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize that as a spacer for me. So then we're going to get our leg. Now don't mind these other holes because I before put them in the wrong place, had the leg going the wrong way. Good thing I caught it. And we're going to go ahead and put our screws in. We're going to change this out and put our bit in. And let's get our screws. Three screws, and I'll go ahead and get those in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill the other side so I could just go ahead and zip right through that. So we've got the legs on, and like I told you before, I'm gonna go ahead and put some polish on that and see if I can go ahead and get those marks out. But since they're at the bottom, I'm not really concerned about them, but I'm gonna see what I can do, just to give you a little tip. Okay, see what I have here is this Old English scratch cover, and it's in the dark wood. And I'm going to utilize some of this on here to see if I can kind of cover up the scratches. Let's see what we can do. Something on the cloth itself, then go over it. I don't know if it covered it all that good or not. It doesn't look like it to me. So, like I said, it's at the bottom. I got the cabinet for $19. It was a pretty good deal. But another thing that I could do, if you wanted to, you can use a Sharpie. Or you can use some paint and you can actually go inside the cracks itself. That's doing a better job than the polish. And that'll cover that up. But like I stated before, it's at the bottom. I got the cabinet for a pretty good deal. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. So let's go on to the next step. Let's get our handles on. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put it right at the top here and look at, the handle would be about right here. We're just going to put it like in the middle. I could have the handle up here, but I want it down here. So about a foot from the top, I think would be suffice. So that's going to be the top. So what I'm going to do is, because the cabinet is so dark, I'm going to get a piece of tape and put it there so I'll know where my handle is going to begin. Okay, now that I've got the cabinet set up, I'm going to go ahead and put the handles on. And as I showed you before, I got these handles from Home Depot, and I'm going to be putting them on here. And what I did was I took my ruler and I went a whole foot down from the top and taped it off, so I know that I want my handle to go up under that point there. And I made my template by putting dark marker on the holes and putting it on here an inch in, because I want my handle to go an inch in underneath there on both sides. So this template gave me that, but they also sell templates that you can utilize at Lowe's. So you can pick one of those up that will have different hole spacing measurements on it. That might make it a lot easier for you. I decided to do it the DIY way, and I did my measurements on my piece of paper, and that's what I'm going to pre-drill. I'm going to put this on the cabinet and pre-drill those holes. So I'm going to just take this, and I can actually tape it on there as well. So I'm going to do that. I have some masking tape here. And I'm going to take it and line it up under there and against the edge. It makes it easier for me. Make sure I have it on the edge at the top and at the bottom. And I'm going to put my tape here. Okay, and then I could put another piece of tape there if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and just put some tape down at the bottom of it. And put my tape here. Okay, you know what, I'm actually going to put my tape a little bit over the hole. I can still see it. That way, that'll help not splinter the wood. So that might be something that you want to do. I'm going to stick some back here too, just to be safe. Okay, and I'll take this up and put a little tape back here as well. Right, close, almost. And that's going to come right off, so I'm not worried about that. So I'll put that there, and I'll go ahead and pre-drill my hose. These are the screws that came with the handles. So we're gonna make sure we're all the way through here. Okay, see, I've got pretty much everything done on the cabinet. I added those feet. And now I need to go ahead and add the top to it. And as you can see, it has no top on it. It actually has like an indent right here where it sinks down. You could use this, but then you have all these brackets here. So what I'm going to do is put top on top of this so I can dress it up and we can utilize it. Ooh, focus. There we go. And we can utilize it for, you know, dropping off our keys as well. Okay. I like how it turned out. Pretty good. The front door, I'm going to be repainting that. I like it black, but it needs a little touching up. So that is it. So stay tuned. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I went to Lowe's and I actually got a shelf. You can buy shelves that would be utilized for closets. I got one and I wanted it to be 31 inches long. It came 12 by 36. So they'll cut it for you or you can cut it yourself. I could have cut it at home, but I was there, so I said, can you please cut this for me? And he did. So I had him cut 6 inches, well 5 inches off because it's 31 inches long by 12. And what I'm gonna do is adhere it to the top of here. And it's just gonna hang off just a little bit, and that's gonna be the top of our shelf. And what I'm gonna do to get it to stay in place is because I don't want to use screws because then you would see it on the top of here. What I'm going to do is actually use this product which is called PL 3 times. PL 8 times is wonderful. If you want something to stay and it doesn't move, you can buy that product. But what I got was this. I got this also there. Is PL 3 times. This is a construction adhesive, and I'm gonna glue it along here and then set the shelf down where I want it, and then it'll be complete. Okay, so I'm going to take this glue and I am actually just going to go around the rim here with it. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my shelf down. And I'm gonna clean that up. It's gonna be fairly easy. So, and I'm gonna let that sit. You wanna give it about 6 hours. Oops. You wanna give it about 6 hours to 24 hours to totally dry. But you could, I'm gonna clean that up. We can go ahead and get that cleaned up, and then it'll be complete. Focus, focus on the camera, okay. And then you'll see how I'm gonna decorate it in my next video. You'll see how I'm gonna decorate it. And what I'm gonna do here, I wanna put a mirror here so you can check yourself on your way out. I'll put a dish here for the keys. I do wanna add some greenery. I thought about a lamp, but we'll see what we come up with. Stay tuned.